Okay, welcome to Go Fish Part 2. We're going to do the second two tanks today. Our third tank, Tank C, called Fish Palace. This one you got a weird, or actually kind of cool U-shaped tank. So on our floor plan right over here in the bottom corner, I have it split into three rectangles to make our jobs a little bit easier. You'll notice that there are some dimensions given, but not all. But using the information we have, we can find the area of this rectangle over here. And what you'll really notice is we have 10 here, 24 there. The reason we can know that this is 10, other than the fact that they tell us, is that this is 14, and this side has to be 24 because it's the same size as this one over here. So from here to here is 14, from here to here is 10, which tells us that this entire thing is 24. So what you'll notice is we really have three rectangles that are all the same size. So all we have to do for this one, excuse me, is take 24 and multiply it by 10, which is nice and easy because it's multiplying by 10, so we just add a 0 on the end to get 240, and that'll be inches squared. Okay, so this one right here is 240, and then inches squared. And then to find the total area, we would just have to add 243 times, or multiply 240 times 3. I'm going to use adding. You can use whichever operation you like. And we're going to have to add that 3 times, 1 for each rectangle. Make sure we put our operator sign. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 4 plus 4 gives me 12, so I put down a 2 and I carry 1. Then I've got 2, 4, 6, plus the 1, 7. And don't forget your units, inches squared, and that is our area. It's bad A. Area for fish tank C. Okay. Now we're going to hop over here to this page. So our area, 720 inches squared. In order to find our volume, we need to multiply that times our height, which we find right here, which you can see is 12 inches, or 1 foot, whichever you prefer. So 720 inches squared times 12 inches, and that will give us our volume. I'm going to set this up with the longer number with more digits on top, so 720 multiplied by 12. Make an estimate for this if you think about it. 720 times 10 would be a good estimate to make, and that'll give you 7,200. So you know that our number should be a little bit higher than that, about 1,500 higher than that. So go ahead, pause the video, work through that multiplication problem, and then come back when you're ready and we'll work through it together. Okay, we're going to start with a 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4, or 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 7 gives me 14. And then we're done with the 2. Add a magic 0 because we're going to the next line. 1 times 0, 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 7 is 7. Add those up. 0, 4, 6, and 8. Put our comma in there, and then this would be our volume. So our volume is 8,640. This is going to be inches cubed. All right, so that fits our estimate too. We said about 7,200 or 7,200 plus, so here's our 7,200 plus about 1,500, 1,440 is pretty close to 1,500, which gives us an estimate of about 8,500, and we came up with 8,640 or 8,640. So that checks out with our estimate, and there is our volume for fish tank C. So hopefully you came up with that as well. And that brings us to tank D, Water World. All right, this one's pretty simple in terms of design. The bottom is just a plain rectangle, which means that we just have to multiply our length by our width. So we set that up over here. 15 and a half, I'm going to write that as 15 and 5/10. And I will make sure not to forget to move my bunny hop today like I did yesterday. I'm sure some of you were ready to type out an email and tell me how I made that mistake, and rightfully so. So we're going to move our bunny hop one time to the end of our number. We're going to multiply through, multiplying by 0. 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 5 is 0, and 0 times 1 is 0. Magic 0. Oh, come on, there we go. Cross that one off, we're done. 2 times 5 is 10, so there's a 0 there. Carry the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. If you add those up, $3,100, but we have to move our decimal point back in. So one place in gives us a area of 310 inches squared. All right. Okay. Hop over to our next page here. So now we need to take our 310 inches squared and multiply that by our height right here, which is 12. Put that there like that, and then it'll be 12 inches. All right, so pause, go ahead, work that out, and when you're ready, unpause, and we'll go through it together. Okay, start with a 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times 3 is 6. Next line, magic 0. Cross off the 2 because we're done with it. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. Oh, and 1 times 3 is 3. Add those up. 0, 2, 7, 3, and then inches and inches squared gives me inches cubed for my volume 4 fish tank D. All right, now you can choose today which fish tank you want to use. It does not matter to me. Tomorrow, what you're going to do is you are going to pick some fish from a list of options that I'll give you that you're going to put into your fish tank. So there'll be some more directions tomorrow about how to submit that, but for today, just comment done again like yesterday, so I know you've seen the video and you have the 4 volumes and areas for each of our fish tanks. All right, I will see you tomorrow. That's all for today.